Hello everyone, I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. It's official, there's a new chief in town. The mayor gathered with the Los Angeles Police Department to celebrate Chief Jim McDonnell. Although he's a familiar face, it's a new role for McDonnell, leading what is the third largest police department in the U.S.
Uniform personnel, action!
Today is a wonderful day. I am so elated to see Los Angeles with the chief of police named Jim McDonnell. He is a premier law enforcement leader across America. His experience, he's a steady person of integrity. The men and women of the Los Angeles Police Department have somebody who will support them, who's going to encourage them. He's going to hold them to high standards, but he also knows that cops count, that police matter.
Please join me as I administer the oath of office. Chief, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Jim McDonnell, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
Congratulations, Chief McDonnell.
Today is all about celebrating the 59th Police Chief of Los Angeles Police Department. He's going to be an incredible partner, and it's all about providing public safety. Can't wait to work with him.
As we embark on this new chapter, I'm committed to strengthening public confidence in the LAPD through community-based, innovative policing that prioritizes the needs and concerns of our residents.
He's going to spend the first 90 days listening to people. So for the residents of the city who want to be heard, be heard. You've got a chief who's going to have an ear to you. He knows the city. He knows the department. We have a city right now that I think is going to be welcoming to him.
It's a big day for certainly me and my family, but for the Los Angeles Police Department and the City of Los Angeles, we're moving forward together. The message that I've tried to communicate as clearly as I can is that this is a team effort. Oftentimes people will say, where are the police? What are the police doing? We want to be there for everybody in our city, but we need to be able to work with all of our other city agencies, community-based organizations, and most importantly, the public that we serve.
It means that we are starting to get prepared to be on the world stage. It means that we're turning over a new leaf. We are focused on recruitment, on retention, and on morale. The Los Angeles Police Department is moving forward into the 21st century, and our city is coming right along with it.
Chief McDonnell is taking the helm of LAPD in an unprecedented moment of crisis in our city with crime, mental health, addiction, and homelessness. And Chief McDonnell brings the exact right combination of inside-outside experience, grassroots leadership that I genuinely believe is going to be a real asset in improving safety across the entire city.
It means a steady hand who has the experience and the knowledge and the result-oriented ability to move this department forward, but at the same time, someone who has a soft hand and knows how to also take steps to change the culture that needs to be changed and addressed in order to advance the department towards the new needs that the city has.
He's going to be an exceptional chief. There's really nobody that has his range of experience, his relationships with other law enforcement agencies and stakeholder communities throughout Los Angeles. And so I think he's going to be the ideal person to uplift the greatest police department in the country.
He brings everything. He is the total package. He's got the experience, he's got the wisdom, he's got the leadership, he's got the innovation to really put Los Angeles' safety, in a perfect mode to actually achieve it.
To be able to have the honor and privilege of wearing the Chief's badge means the world to me. Thank you.
Opening new doors to homes is a top priority in the city. Los Angeles is getting more housing, and it's also coming online in a new way. At a recent groundbreaking in Chatsworth, we got to see the modular approach to building new homes.
We
had to look for 6 sites across the city of Los Angeles and prove that we could do what is right behind us.
We are here at the module placement ceremony for a project we call the Cielo. The Cielo is a 100-unit permanent supportive housing development in the city of Los Angeles, but in the neighborhood of Chatsworth.
It is one of 5 modular supportive developments to be produced as part of a $40 million City of Los Angeles Triple H Innovation Challenge Award.
We are placing 12 blocks a day, meaning 24 units a day. In 4 days, we will have the entire apartment community stacked and ready for us to furnish and to put on the exterior finishes.
Today we are not just making a major milestone in the construction of this project, but we're celebrating a groundbreaking approach to solving one of LA's most pressing issues.
There's about 69,000 individuals sleeping homeless in LA County, and so to be able to provide a permanent home for our neighbors who don't have a home, it's really rewarding.
A lot of people are going through stuff. It doesn't take long to be on the streets, and we need to understand that. So moving forward, this is going to have full wraparound services to provide all the services that the people need to succeed and reintegrate into society.
If you're experiencing homelessness, we do ask that you go dial 211. And if you want information about just affordable housing or permanent supportive housing apartment buildings, you can go to LAFHbuilds.org.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah!
Once someone has silicosis, it's irreversible. But it's a disease that can be prevented from occurring in the first place. Council members came together with LA County's Department of Public Health to share information for the workforce on this debilitating condition.
A number of workers, all young Latino men, and mostly immigrants, all working in stores, manufacturing shops in the Northeast San Fernando Valley, were diagnosed with a respiratory disease they initially thought was pneumonia. But it wasn't pneumonia, it was silicosis.
Today we are educating the community about the important issue of silicosis. This is an issue that has particularly affected the Northeast San Fernando Valley, which is an important part of my district, the 3rd District of Los Angeles County, and we want to make sure our working class people, especially our Latino young men who are working in this field and often with this material, are educated and informed that they are working in safe workplaces and have all of the information and resources they need to protect themselves.
The market for this artificial stone really just started a number of years ago. It has just grown and grown and grown.
As a public official, part of my charge is to look after the most vulnerable. And in this situation, this is an affliction that is really going after the most vulnerable folks. And they need to know they have rights. They need to know that there are ways to protect yourself from getting this silicosis. And then we as a society need to make sure that we also create the regulations in the space so that the businesses are incentivized and required to take the precautions they need to do to protect the workers.
Latino immigrant worker community across all industries is often the target of health and safety violations, even when there are strong regulations in place like we have here.
Estamos aquí porque es urgente que las organizaciones, que los trabajadores, que los empleados y los políticos se unan para buscar una solución para proteger trabajadores no tan solo de enfermedad, sino de la muerte.
So if you don't know about silicosis, please check out the city's website or the county's website. You can learn about it, you can learn how to prevent it, you can help educate folks and nip this in the bud as much as we can and stop it before it impacts many, many more lives.
According to the City of LA's Planning Department, more than 30,000 seniors 65 and older live in South LA. Given that seniors are affected by increasing temperatures more than others, Council President Marquise Harris Dawson was on hand with LA City's Department of Aging and the LADWP to help out with a giveaway.
We're excited to be here this morning to make sure our folks have air conditioning in their houses and apartments and the places where they live, so we don't lose any people to this crazy heat that we keep having.
Today we're at Crenshaw Christian Center this morning with DWP, the Department of Aging, giving away air conditioning units for seniors who live in places where it's difficult to get AC. know it stays hot so much longer now. We're into almost November and it's still very, very warm. And it gets even hotter in the summers, not just in the valley, but in places like South LA and East LA. And so DWP stepped up to figure out how to get AC units into homes that need them.
When it gets hot, use the air conditioning. It beats the alternative, which can not be pleasant.
Come out. Don't worry about it. This is all about helping. Everything that's done here is to make their life better. So as long as you're a DWP customer, you can take advantage of all the services here and the free air conditioning units as well.
Anyone that is hesitating to come out for an event like this, please take advantage of things that are being offered to them to help them be comfortable. Don't be afraid to come out and join us, because you're missing out on a great opportunity.
We offer a number of different services. Almost all of them are free.
We encourage them to turn on the air conditioning units, not to have them stored. Oftentimes, older adults will be concerned about the expense.
We want people to know they shouldn't worry about paying the bill, because we have programs to help them with that and not suffer the health consequences.
Anyone looking for more information, you can contact the Department of Aging, you can contact Council District 8. Either way, we'll get you the information you need. If we have the resources and you're a resident of Los Angeles, we want to make sure we connect those two things.
Thanksgiving is here, and no matter how you cook the turkey, you don't want to have to call in the fire department. The LAFD has some tips to keep everyone safe during this national holiday.
The number one mistake that people make while cooking during Thanksgiving is that they leave the kitchen. When you leave the kitchen, the food is not attended. There could be hazards around there. There could be kids that come within close contact of the hot cooking materials. So the number one hazard is when people leave the kitchen and they leave food and the oven unattended. The number one thing that people can do when they're using their oven, first is open up your oven. Make sure that you're not storing anything inside there. Second is you need to constantly be monitoring the oven. If any smoke starts coming out of it, you need to immediately stop. You also should have a fire extinguisher nearby, and it's very important that you have working smoke alarms that are inside the house. If you are going to deep fry a turkey, because we know a lot of people do enjoy that, you have to take every precaution that is available. So number one, you never cook a deep fried turkey inside. When you're outside, you want to make sure that you have it on a level surface. You don't want to have too much oil in there. That's a big mistake that a lot of people make. Also, you want to make sure that your turkey has been thawed out. If you put in a frozen turkey or even a partially thawed turkey, it can have an explosive result. So if you are going to be cooking outside, deep frying a turkey, we also recommend that you have a fire extinguisher on hand nearby, ready to put that out. And if you do get a fire, make sure that you call 911. As firefighters, the number one thing that we respond to on Thanksgiving is cooking fires. So we want to make sure that everyone stays safe. We don't want to have to go to your house. We don't want to have to put out a fire in your kitchen. We don't want to have to treat your child who's been burned, because all this is preventable. So we want you to enjoy your holiday and do it without a fire, do it without an injury, and we want you to be as safe as possible. For more information, you can go to LAFD.org, and we have lots of safety tips for you and your family.
Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, announced its latest art installation titled Everyday Transcendence. Local artist Allison Kunith created the hand-painted mural, which spans 3 connecting walls above a new concessions area on the departures level in Terminal 4. Kunith is known for her geometric murals and large-scale watercolor paintings. According to LAX, the mural's sunburst patterns produce a sense of movement and connectivity that mimic the comings and goings of passengers. As part of the Terminal 4 renovations, the mural supports the airport's mission to create a welcoming and culturally rich environment for all travelers. For more information, see the news releases section at lawa.org. An annual holiday toy drive is now on, hosted by the Los Angeles Police Department Devonshire Police Activity League supporters, also known as PALS. LAPD Devonshire PALS has been offering youth programs since 1973, and last year, over 900 gifts were handed out as part of its annual holiday toy giveaway. On Saturday, December 14, children from the local community will get to meet Santa, enjoy holiday treats, choose a gift, and receive stocking stuffers. The public is invited to pick up a toy collection box by contacting LAPD Devonshire PALS or drop off a donation by December 12, 2024. To find out more, visit devonshire-pals.org/events or call 818-885-6433. The Port of Los Angeles has been named as Employer of the Year and has been honored with an Innovation Award by WTS Los Angeles. WTS, which began as the Women's Transportation Seminar, is an international organization dedicated to creating a more diverse, inclusive, and equitable transportation industry. At the annual event of WTS LA, the Port won Employer of the Year for its efforts to advance women in its ranks and within transportation overall. The Port won the WTS LA Innovative Transportation Solutions Award for the Pier 400 on-dock rail expansion, which had a team of women engineering professionals in key roles. For more information, click on the latest news tab at portoflosangeles.org/news.
Staying in the game can be a challenge, but LA's Department of Recreation and Parks offers soccer with a difference. These seniors are tackling movement by keeping active and scoring big in their health game.
So we are in Canoga Park at Lanark Recreation Center, and we have our Walking Soccer World Cup today. Play ball! So the intention behind creating the World Cup, they play every single Wednesday and Friday here, so they train twice a week. Each year we do a culminating event where they get together with their countrymen and play against one another in a tournament, and we end up with awards. So it's a really fun thing that helps the program grow because they have something to look forward to at the end of each year.
So we have 6 teams here. We have United States, we have Israel, we have Peru, South America, England, and Ukraine. All the players were born or have citizenship of the country that they have.
And it's like being a kid. It's like being 7, 8 years old. And we're 70 and up. I have 2 players that one is 86 and the other one is 84. And on the other place we have one that is 94 years old and he's still playing. So that is encouraging, isn't it? That is amazing. I love that. I'm 71 years old, and every time I see them, it's like, my heroes. They're amazing.
Mostly the people 70 and up, and they're looking for activity to do something. Now, they can't play regular soccer because of the physical limitations. So this is the place that we offer them.
This is medicine for you guys. Think about, instead of going to your doctor or sitting and complaining or eating munchies at the TV, you can come out, enjoy the sun, social, and walking soccer, and you have the competitive, the energy game, the adrenaline is running. So all this, it's really medicine.
The sense of community they have, it's really quite wonderful. I think so many older people are having trouble finding things to do in community, and this is a really active way for them to do things. I think a lot of senior activities that are offered tend to assume that the senior community is sedentary already, but there's quite a few people that want to move, they want to play, they want to continue to be active, and it helps their psychology, it helps their physiology. We're really excited about the program and what it's done for the players.
The importance of self-expression cannot be overstated, and for artists, any commercial recognition can help pay the rent. All of which is doubly true for artists with disabilities. LA's Department on Disabilities set out to recognize and celebrate over 50 artists.
We're here at Los Angeles City Hall celebrating the 17th Annual Disability Arts Exhibition. This is something we're very proud of. In the main bridge gallery between City Hall and City Hall East in Los Angeles, for 3 to 4 weeks a year, we get to display their art. The general public can come see it. It's free to the public. It's open whenever City Hall is open, and it's a great opportunity for artists to, again, get the kind of visibility they deserve.
So over 50 artists from 8 different organizations have art that is showcased at the City Hall Bridge. Each artist represents their passion for art in a different way. So when you go and you check out the bridge, you'll see a bunch of artwork in different mediums. And this is going to be the artist's choice. And so today we're actually recognizing the artists with a special ceremony, and we're going to be handing out certificates and awards.
It feels wonderful to make sure every single artist with a disability is recognized. We support them in creating their art, and we try to support them in turning their art into an actual business for them.
These artists have a means to become more independent, and we're hoping by showcasing their artwork, we get that message across and we get attention on their art for that purpose. For more information on the Department on Disability and our upcoming events and activities, please visit disability.lacity.gov.
The healing arts were on display at a recent event in MacArthur Park. For the many communities in the area, it was a chance to share the culture and meanings of their healing traditions.
El Mercadito Mágico está ocurriendo right now. It's happening in the middle of MacArthur Park, and it's a resource fair organized by the Levitt Pavilion and KYCC.
The Koreatown Youth and Community Center is a 50-year-old organization here in Koreatown, and we're here at a traditional healing arts festival in MacArthur Park. We're in front of Levitt Pavilion, and we're bringing together different healers from this community, mostly AAPI, Latine, and Indigenous healers, to tell us about their different modalities. One of our goals is really to share these practices within our community for the cultures. So for example, acupuncture. We have a lot of acupuncture clinics in this neighborhood, but the Latine community might not understand the philosophy behind it. And so our goal is really to share these different practices with each other so that they'll be able to understand the deeper meaning, and that our neighbors will be able to access some of those services at the clinics that are here in the community. So I thought instead of focusing on some of the after effects of substance use disorders, let's look at the preventative ways that we can help heal our community. We have interpreters who are translating in Spanish, Korean, and ASL, so that all of these different practices and some of the theories behind them is going to be translated for people in the community. And we have vendors, small businesses, outreaching here, and they're all from this neighborhood.
People oftentimes talk about MacArthur Park being a very dirty place, a very scary place. But right here, you got families accessing services around housing, access services around employment, support for their families, food access. And so this is a beautiful event that we invite everybody to join us. And also, if you don't know about these events that are happening, people can find out about all these events that we're hosting, that we're partnering with community by going on all social media platforms at CD1 Los Angeles.
A bystander going about their day was in the right place at the right time to save a life. The Los Angeles Fire Department paid tribute to this everyday hero. Let's hear the story.
Today we had an excellent Board of Fire Commission recognition of members that went above and beyond, that were able to perform advanced life support and to be able to bring back a human being who was clinically dead and give him a second chance. We run over 1,500 emergency incidents every single day. We transport over 600 people to the hospital every single day, and we rarely know of the outcome of those patients. But today, we had a positive outcome, and our patient has a second chance at life.
I had just clocked out for work. It was a pretty hot day, I remember. I was getting ready to get out of there, and I just happened to hear a few of the members just screaming, like asking for help. So immediately I jumped into action. I put the car in park, ran over there, and I noticed Samir, he had collapsed. I had noticed somebody had already called 911, so there was a member standing by, and they stepped into action, started CPR, which kind of allowed me to step back, and immediately I knew the AED is in the building, so I ran over to the building, grabbed the AED, brought it back out, and just followed direction. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing, honestly, but just remembered my training. The fire department responded very quickly, which was awesome. Just having them there and then having them on the phone, just supporting us.
Well, we initially got the call, it was a cardiac arrest. Usually when Costco calls, we know it's serious. Costco employees as well as bystanders initiated CPR, as well as got the AED. In my experience, when the AED is initially put on, it's a lifesaver. I know people are a little intimidated by it, but they shouldn't be, because that initial shock is you're going to see people walk out of the hospital.
I'm alive because those people really saved my life. A million thanks to those good Samaritans that helped me to stay alive. I'm grateful that you guys exist. Otherwise, I wouldn't exist today.
Well, it feels great, and to see the video, it's touching, and to know that it was a collaborative effort with the Costco we go to and shop every day and see these individuals. I know it makes them feel good, and it just affirms why I got on the job, to help people.
The outcome was awesome. I mean, to hear his voice and knowing he made it felt great, and it was awesome to share the room full of heroes.
From the initial call to our dispatchers to bystanders that I may never see again, that helped load the patient. He was a big man that continued CPR, getting that oxygenated blood that's left over in the heart to the vital organs. And then to the nursing staff being ready, all the factors, all the players were in line that day to have a positive outcome for this gentleman.
Being a paramedic for 20 years and talking to the other medics out there, they go, we rarely know what the outcome is. They never see him again. To see Mr. Haroon provide his gratitude profoundly to these members that saved their life is something we don't get very often. And our members, the Los Angeles City Firefighter Paramedics, everybody watching can be so proud of them. They do an outstanding job every single day.
Coming to you live from the heart of Hollywood, it's the most wonderful parade of the year. Join the City of Los Angeles in starting the holiday season with the Hollywood Christmas Parade on Sunday, December 1st. Now in its 92nd year, this annual favorite keeps on growing. Enjoy the balloons and floats, boo at the Grinch, and cheer for Santa Claus. Tap and clap along to a host of performers, marching bands, dance groups, and cheer squads. This year's Grand Marshal is Jeremy Renner, and he'll be joined by elected officials and countless other stars from screens big and small. The Hollywood Christmas Parade is on Sunday, December 1st, beginning at 6 p.m. For more information, visit thehollywoodchristmasparade.org. Enjoy a story walk curated by the Los Angeles Public Library at the Traveltown Museum in Griffith Park. Explore LA's railroad history at Traveltown and read about one of the first female railroad engineers, Olive Dennis. Dennis was a civil engineer who became the first female engineer at Baltimore and Ohio railroads. Throughout her career, Dennis worked on improving the passenger experience on trains. Read all about her achievements in the book Railroad Engineer Olive Dennis. Visit the museum and read the book as part of this self-directed story walk at Traveltown, available through Saturday, November 30th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, visit lapl.org/events. The City of Los Angeles revs up for the LA Auto Show, which starts on November 22nd. The car is the star at one of the world's largest and most prestigious auto shows, which offers the chance to get up close to new models for auto fans, enthusiasts, and shoppers alike. For 10 days, the Convention Center puts the automobile under the spotlight. There will be over 1,000 vehicles, more than 1 million square feet of car culture, and the most ride and drive experiences in the show's history. Enjoy the LA Auto Show from Friday, November 22nd to Sunday, December 1st, open daily. For show hours, special ticket prices, and more information, check out LAAutoShow.com. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.